Hey guys, Jason here with West Virginia Trail Trekkers. We got the old XJ in my garage and we're getting it warmed up to temp to lay some paint down. We'll be painting the inside of the old XJ with some chassis saver from Magnet Paints. I seen this on another YouTube channel. It's the silver aluminum. We got about a quart of it. We got a little bit of S8 thinner here if we need it. I'm probably just going to roll it on, or not roll it on, but brush it on. So we could, get this thing covered up and get this rust sealed off. It's sealed up completely. It's not the prettiest job, but it's going to do the job for what I need it for. We're going to go, after we paint all this mess, we're going to go back in and put sound deadening material on it, so it won't be so loud inside when we're riding. And then probably vinyl flooring cover, like the rubber vinyl stuff that comes in trucks and some SUVs. I have to get in here and wipe everything down with some cleaner just to make sure so the paint will adhere. We're getting the garage up to temp. I had it up to 65, but I had to leave and had to cut the heaters off. I don't really want to run them while I'm gone, so we'll get it warmed back up in here. Shouldn't take but about 30 minutes or so. But yeah, we're getting ready to get started on this XJ, get this thing painted up so we can move on to phase 2. Well, this is phase 2. Phase 1 was get the metal back in, fill all these holes and stuff. We found some holes after, doing this job. It's been a pretty good sized job. It's took me about a month, maybe a little more. I worked two jobs, so this right here is just like a thing up for the side. And, it's not my primary vehicle. My primary vehicle is my truck. But this right here is going to be our off-road adventure vehicle. Overland, off-road, but we got to get it sealed up and get it looking better here so we can move on to phase 2 and 3. 3 would be the vinyl flooring. But just hang out with us. We'll get this cleaned up and hopefully we'll see a different looking vehicle here later this evening. All right, guys, you see we got it wiped down. Chemicals are pretty strong in here. Probably should go over here and open up a window since I got the chemicals in here cleaning the old XJ up. And I got a buddy heater running over here, putting out fumes. So probably should crack a window. Might get a little high or pass out from all the fumes. But it's hard to tell what this paint job looked like if I was stoned out of my mind. But I think I should get ready and get the paint prep. I'm still waiting on the temperatures to rise a little bit. It was 55 in here. The paint says you can paint within 50 degrees, and it's already back to 65. So it's been probably 20 minutes since I cut the heaters back on. So I feel like it's safe to paint in here. So we're going to lay down. It's probably just going to get like 2 coats because that's about all you can get out of 1 quart. And for what I just need it for, that's all I'm going to need. We'll probably do 2 coats on the floor, excuse me, and probably just 1 coat on the fender wells since the fender wells were in really, really good shape. The inside on this one here has got a little bit of rust, so we're going to touch up the inside of that with a brush as well. But we're going to focus mainly on the floor pans here, get them all one color, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, we got the paint mixed up. I think we're ready to lay it down. From what I understand, this paint covers really well, so it's not going to take a lot. You don't want to pour too much. I'm over here dropping my paint brushes over on the floor. So we're going to start off with this here brush. It's a premium nylon polyester brush. It's what the paint recommends. Just a 2.5 so we can get more coverage. For like the tight areas, if I have to, I got a 1.5 inch brush. So this paint's kind of thinner than I thought it would be. We're going to lay it down and see how it covers. Hopefully it covers well. Yeah, it does. It covers really well. Don't want to spread it too thick, because if you get it too thick, it'll bubble up and you'll have to redo that area. And we'll start over here on this side. Let me see if I can't move you over a little bit so you can see what's going on here. Sorry, the lighting's not the greatest in here. It's kind of dark. I need to get a light behind us here to really see what's going on. Yeah, this stuff is really, seems like really good paint. Get these corners really well. It's enamel paint. You can definitely smell it. It's not a real strong paint. It almost smells like an old oil-based paint. This stuff's supposed to dry, well, tack up 2 to 3 hours, depending on what the temperature is. So, Alright guys, quick update. As you see, we're getting some paint laid down. Hopefully when it dries, some of these brush marks will settle down, which I'm not really too worried about. But we getting her painted pretty well. It's covering real nice. I always say the second coat tends to suck up the most. But yeah, it's starting to look more uniform and a whole lot better than what it was. We're getting ready to go up and start working there in the middle. A lot more contours and stuff, so should be interesting on that end. All right, I'm gonna take a quick breather real quick and get some air, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, a little update here. This is the first coat. It's been a couple hours since I got finished, and the back here feels pretty dry. It's a little tacky to the touch, not bad. Definitely gonna need a second coat because there's some, you know, it's not real thick right through here. Some on the fender wells a little bit, touch it up. The front did really good. It covered a lot of that old rust. We'll move up to the front here. Looks a whole lot better. That tunnel was rusty. And it covered up. This paint's designed to fill rust holes and seal it, encapsulate it like in a zinc coating, I believe, to stop it from rusting and spreading anymore. They use this type of paint on like big rig trucks underneath on their chassis, so that's really good. But yeah, it seems to be drying up. This front part's still a little tacky, so about the time I get done with the rear part here, it'll probably be ready for another coat. But we'll get back to it. All right, guys, I got the second coat on. I thought it was going to take more paint than what it did, but it's actually went over pretty well. Looks a lot better than all the mixed looking panels and all the seam sealer and stuff. It's all one color now, so looks a lot better. Not bad for a 33-year-old Jeep. It's just a seal off the rust and give the Jeep a little bit longer of a life and service to me and my family, so we can go out and have fun in it. I really like how this paint spread. I only used about 3/4 of a quart of paint to do. I could probably get one more coat in it, but I think it looks great with this 2 coats. It covered really well. I'm still debating on painting that crossover piece right there, the seat bracket. There was one over here, but it was rusted out completely. We had to rebuild that section of floor pan there. The trans tunnel all turned out well. I want to have to get some of those plugs. I got a few small plugs, but I want to find the other plugs there on these pans here and up here in the front. But yeah, I'm actually satisfied with how this paint. All right, guys, you see the paints on here. I got the second coat on. This right here, the second coat went actually pretty smooth, a lot faster than the first coat. It did sop up the paint quite a bit. I got maybe a 1/4 quart left. I could probably do one more coat, but I think I'm gonna save that just in case I gotta do some stuff underneath it. I'll have some of that paint left over. I can just touch up. It went on really good. I highly recommend the Magnet Paint chassis saver. It's the silver aluminum. This right here is part 1 of phase 2, which is getting the paint on the floors. So part 2 of phase 2 will be sound deadening material, and then phase 3 will be this reassembly of everything. And we're going to probably put down just some vinyl flooring or something. That'll come later down the road. We are getting ready for Christmas here, so I want to wish everybody from West Virginia Trail Trackers a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I hope Santa Claus is good to everybody. I know he's always good to me all year. But anyhow, like I said, the paint went well. The paint cures, it says on the can 48 to 72 hours. It's going to sit here in the garage. I've been able to maintain about 65 degrees in here all day. So I'll give it about 3-4 more hours with the heat, and it'll be enough to dry, and I can cut the heat off and just leave it in here. It'll get down in the 50s or so down here in the garage. But yeah, so Merry Christmas. We'll see you next time.